Remember when you were a kid? Every day seemed like it was in Technicolor. And then you grow up.
Well, one of the movies that came out of the Sundance Film Festival this year is absolute delight. It's called Wilson, and I urge you to seek it out for the great performance of Woody Harrelson, who gets another shot at another indelible, unforgettable, and quirky character here. This is all based on a graphic novel from author Dan Clowes, who's also an Oscar-nominated screenwriter, and he's written the screenplay of this. It's offbeat as it can possibly be. The press notes describe this character of Wilson as a big-hearted slob, a lonesome bachelor, a devoted father and husband, an idiot, a sociopath, a delusional blowhard, and a delicate flower. Except for the last thing, he could probably be President of the United States. But actually, he's Wilson, and in the hands of Woody Harrelson, he's unforgettable. He can be alternately obnoxious and charming, amusing. He is the kind of guy you see coming one way, you might start going the other way.
40 years from now, you're going to be on your deathbed saying, where did it all go? How did we end up like this?
There's a lot of seats, you know, in this train.
This movie centers around him, a series of vignettes and adventures, people that he meets before it gets into the main plot here, which is reuniting with his wife of 17 years ago. She's Pippi. She's equally flawed as Wilson. She's a drug addicted and into prostitution, but now trying to right her life, working as a waitress. Wilson gets back in touch with her. He thinks that when she left him 17 years ago, she left also to have an abortion. The fact is, she reveals she never did have that abortion. She had a daughter.
Hey, Claire, Jenny Craig's over here.
Hey, you need to shut up! That's my daughter!
If you're wondering about the lack of family resemblance, she used to be a real hippo.
And she's played by Isabella Amara, a newcomer, and she is just terrific in this film, as is the entire cast. Margot Martindale, always wonderful in everything. Just one scene here, she meets Wilson in a parking lot and has a terrific scene in a diner over ice cream. You got to see her. Led, of course, by Woody Harrelson, who is just so good these days in everything he does. This is one of his best roles, I think, and he really sinks his teeth into it, as does Laura Dern, who has something completely different for her to play here too. Both of them are great together. This movie is as offbeat as it comes. I hope the character, who can be very off-putting, doesn't turn you off of the movie. It should be seen for anyone who loves comedy that is also striking a tone between hilarity and heartbreak. I really, really liked Wilson. I highly recommend it, especially for fans of the great Woody Harrelson, and I say, go.